NFL legend OJ Simpson looked unrecognizable as he staggered through the streets of Las Vegas on Monday. The 76-year-old, frail Simpson was a far cry from his active career as he strolled around Sin City. The former running back was dressed in a gray polo shirt, matching tracksuit jacket, and sweatpants, walking with a slight limp and hunched over. Exiting his black SUV in the parking lot, the ex-con clutched what appeared to be an iPad under one arm and limped a bit before picking up the pace. Simpson, who played for the Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers, reportedly struggled to walk and used a cane while serving time for conspiracy, kidnapping, assault, robbery, and use of a weapon. Simpson's knee injuries were the result of 11 years as a running back in the NFL, and he still seems to be suffering from pain, having had 2 left knee surgeries in the late 1970s. These injuries have taken a toll on his health. Simpson's attorney, Johnny Cochran Jr., used his disability during his 1994 murder trial to convince the jury that his knee was so weak that he was not physically capable of killing his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman. At one point, Cochran instructed Simpson to stand up, raise the leg of his suit pants, and show the jury the multiple scars on his left knee to prove he was severely disabled. Trial prosecutors also did not know he was taking arthritis medication before asking him to try on the famous one-size-fits-all gloves. Former Los Angeles County District Attorney Gil Garcetti claimed in 2016 Simpson was acquitted of Brown and Goldman's murders in the trial of the century 28 years ago. Simpson was acquitted 9 months after the highly publicized trial began in 1995, and approximately 16 months Simpson and Goldman were found brutally murdered outside their Los Angeles home. Simpson's trial and eventual acquittal was televised worldwide on television, and despite his release as a free man in 1995, he was later found liable for the deaths in a civil trial and forced to pay $33.5 million in damages to the families of Brown and Goldman. The former Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers running back ran into further legal problems when he was sentenced to 9 to 33 years in prison for armed robbery in Nevada in 2008. He served 9 of those years before being paroled in 2017. In August, Simpson made headlines when he slammed the sentence handed down to former NFL player Henry Ruggs, comparing it to his own time served for armed robbery. He said he was puzzled that Ruggs, 24, was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison, despite driving drunk at more than 155 miles per hour down the Las Vegas Strip in November 2021 and killing a 23-year-old woman. "The math doesn't add up," said Simpson, who spent 9 years in prison after attempting to steal sports memorabilia at gunpoint from a Las Vegas hotel room in September 2007. "I know I went to college on a football scholarship, but somehow this math doesn't add up," he added. Simpson is not alone in thinking that rags may have played a minor role in the November 2021 accident that killed 23-year-old Tina Tinter and her dog. At one point, the former Las Vegas Raiders star could have faced 50 years in prison, but in May he reached a plea deal to plead guilty to 1 felony count of driving under the influence, hours after the sentence was read in the same court where he was convicted 14 years ago. Simpson took to X, formerly Twitter, to share his 900,000. He told his followers what he thought of the trial. "Driving a car at 160 miles per hour on a public road and killing a girl and her dog carries a sentence of 3 to 10 years, Simpson said, pointing out Rag's crime. Comparing himself to when he was arrested, he said, "I would go to a hotel room I was invited to, retrieve my personal stolen property I now have, because it was ruled to be mine by the state of California, and be sentenced to 9 to 33 years.